Hi, I'm Christina Bontempo. I play Mrs. Banks.
And I'm Dan Sulzinsky, and I play Mr. Banks, Mr. Stanley Banks, and I'm from Middleton. And
I'm from Revere.
Perfect. And what character are you playing?
I'm Mrs. Banks.
Mrs. Banks and Mr. Banks.
we are married.
Yes.
How did you find out about Fathering the Bride?
Well, I found North Shore Players just by Googling. I mean, I live in Middleton, so it's nearby. And that was, that was it for me.
Nice. I saw a post on Facebook, and I said, why not? I had actually auditioned for North Shore Players in another show and didn't get cast. And but I was lucky enough to be cast in this one.
So what led you to this audition? Was there anything in particular about the show?
So I'm not a musical actor. I don't like to sing. Like that's not where my comfort is. And so I was looking for a non-musical show to do. And so this one was here, and it was in my time frame. So I was like, why not? Let's do it.
Awesome. How about you?
For me, I found out about North Shore Players just after the auditions for the winter show. Was it Christmas Carol?
Oh, yeah.
And so I just, followed the Facebook page and told myself that whatever was next, I was going to audition for.
Awesome.
And we're lucky.
And how do you relate to your character in Father of the Bride?
Wow.
You not at all, right?
Well, it's hard because she's a 1950s housewife. So it's sort of trying to find the balance between the yes, dear, of course, my love, dear, where I'm like, really? You think so?
Potty mouth.
Yeah. And so it's finding her sass is a fun way, it's fun. It's yeah. I don't play the typical 1950s housewife.
Yep.
For me, I don't know. I'm the third of three kids, so I'm an accommodator and a kind of a pushover. So to be a 1950s dad who's in control and
You think you're in
patriarchy, it's been a challenge for me. I've tried to channel my own father a lot in that regard, but yeah, still got a ways to go.
So my next question was, what are the biggest challenges for you on the part? Would you say that was one of them?
For me, it's every bit of it because this is my first time acting.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. How about you?
First of all, I need to say that I am so proud of Dan and what he's doing. He's a pleasure to act with and a pleasure to be on stage with. The fact that it is his first show, it's like, it's blowing my mind at what this kid is pulling out every rehearsal.
Your toughest challenge.
My toughest challenge with this role is probably, like I said, it was finding the balance between modern day and 1950s and where are the expectations of being the 1950s housewife as opposed to now where my husband, it's like, yeah, no, I run this house. Mm-hmm. But I love it. I love her, and I love the relationship that she has with her husband, with her kids, with the relationship with the daughter and the relationship with the boys are completely different, and it's always a challenge to explore all of them, but they come together. Opening night, we'll be like, wow.
I can see it coming together already.
No,
Do you have any projects planned after this production?
Yes, I'm in, and me and a couple of our other cast members are in Neverland's production of Singing Through the Decades, I believe is what it's called. And it's a musical review from the 50s, 60s, all the way up. And it should be fun.
I thought you didn't do musicals.
I don't. I'm not a singer, and I will not be singing in this.
How about you, Dan?
I have no plans.
You think you'll do another show?
Oh yeah, I hope so. I think it might. Could I do a musical, perhaps, rather than a straight show, as they call it? Is that right? That would take even a bit more nerve, I think. But yeah, I mean, I've had so much fun. I would love to do more and to work with all these wonderful people again.
You enjoying working with no-show players?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've heard some of the cast members. Obviously, they're all more experienced than I am, and I've heard some horror stories and about attitudes or things like that. And everyone is just so nice, and so it's just fun to come every time.